Welcome to day 5 of Shred and Sculpt week 1. You're doing awesome. We're going to hit it hard today with a full body circuit, and then we have 2 days of recovery. So if you're ready, we're going to go ahead and start with a warm-up, 30 seconds each move, starting with squat to knee raise. Good, squat low, and then we're getting a little bit of oblique crunch as we twist and bring that knee up into our chest. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. We're moving quickly, getting everything warmed up, get the blood pumping. You should be feeling nice and strong after yesterday's yoga flow. All right, and then we're going right into jumping jacks. You can also modify it by doing a step jack here. Good. A few more. Waking up our bodies, feeling alive. Almost made it through your first week. I'm so proud. Ready? All right. Now we're going to go into arm swings. So, feet hip width apart, and we're just going to swing it out. Arms moving forward, quick pace. Feeling a little bit of a twist in our obliques. Getting our lats warm. After this move, we're going to start back at the top with a squat to knee raise. All right, squat to knee raise. 30 seconds. Squat it low, twist. Second time around, we should feel a little bit more limber. Not just our body waking up, but also our mind, our breath. So today is full body burn. We're going to be doing some compound movements, which I love, because we get more work done in less time. All right, jumping jacks, let's hit it. All right, modify if you need to. We can keep this low impact, make it work for you. All right, back to those arm swings. All right, feet wide, and burn it out. Nice steady movement, keep it moving. Warming up our shoulders, lats, obliques. Four, three, two, one. All right, we are ready to start circuit 1. I'm going to set the timer. We are doing 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. You do need heavy and light dumbbells. I'm going to demo the moves first. For circuit 1, we have 3 moves. Our first move is going to be a squat to press. So we're going to be working shoulders and legs at the same time. Weights at the shoulders, sink down into a squat, press up at the top. Choose a weight that works for you. Next, we're going to have lunges to rows. I'm going to drop one weight. I'm going to be lunging with my left leg. We're going to end up doing 30 seconds on each leg. So whatever leg you have forward, hold the weight in the opposite hand. I'm going to sink into a lunge and then slight tilt, row at the top. Let me turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. So we are lunging, sinking low, slight hinge, and row. All right, lunge and row. All right, move number 3 is going to be side lunge with a bicep curl. So we're going to be coming into a side lunge, sinking low, doing a bicep curl at the bottom. So lots of compound movements. We're getting a lot done in a little time. So grab the weights that work. We're going to start with that squat to press. 40 seconds. Let's go. Sink into a squat. Shoulder press up. Keep it flowing. Keep it moving. Good. Sink low. Work those shoulders on that press. Toes are facing this wall, facing towards you. Make sure you have good posture. Your core is tight. A few more here. All right, down. 20 seconds of breath. All right, our next move is going to be that lunge to a row. I'm going to be using my 10-pound weights. Since we're working back, that is a bigger muscle. Don't be afraid to lift heavier. You can always slow down the movement and lift heavier. Focus on proper form. We're still building up our strength. I'm going to hold my weight with my right hand, lunge with my left. We're going to be doing 30 seconds on each side. Let me get that set up. Lunge forward, get into position, and go. Drop that right knee, slight hinge, row. Just like that. Good. Squeeze that back muscle. Take it down to a lunge. 5 more seconds here, and then we'll switch arms, switch legs. 3, 2, get in one more row. Good. Switch sides. Ready? Lunge it out. Come up. Hinge. Row. Back to center. Lunge. Hinge. Row. Keep that momentum. Keep that pace. We're working a full minute with this lunge and with this row. We're getting a lot of work done. Your back is going to be doing a lot of weight. So if you need to go down in weight, since we're working for a full minute, do that. Good. All right, back to 40 seconds. We're doing a side lunge with a bicep curl. For this one, I'm going to drop down to my 5-pound weight. I really want to be focusing on my form and that lunge. I'm sitting back and down. Little bicep curl. If you're ready, let's go. Side lunge and curl. Back to center. Other side. Good. So since I'm curling, my palms are facing towards the ceiling. My right hip is sitting back and down. My knee is facing forward. I'm not turning it in. Last one here. Rest. Then you're going to start back at the top with that squat to press. Grab a sip of water. Take a break if you need it. You can always pause me and rest if you need to before we go into the next circuit. Like I said, after today's workout, you get 2 days of recovery. So push hard today. All right, you ready? Grab our weights. Starting with the squat to press. Weight to the shoulders. Take it down. on each side. We're going into that lunge. My weight is in my right hand. Left forward is stepping, left leg is stepping forward. Ready? And lunge, hinge, row. Good. Think about your form. That slight hinge is making sure we hit that muscle right between our shoulder blades. We're lifting our elbows up to the ceiling. Dropping that right knee low. Our weight is in that left heel as we push up. Sink it low. Hinge, row it out. Good. All right, let's switch sides. Get right into it. Right leg forward and lunge, hinge, row. Doing great. 5 more seconds. Get a couple more here. Last one. Finish it at the top. All right, set that weight down. Drop down to your lighter weights if you need to for the bicep curl. 15 more seconds here. All right, set it up. I got my 5. Alternating side lunge. Curl in center. So I'm doing the curl on my way down to that side lunge. And it's like the heel is pushing me away and back to center in that right leg. Good. Roll. Curl it out. Last one here. All right, we made it through circuit 1. Circuit 2, we're going to be coming into push-ups. 40 seconds, so if you need to go to your knees, I'm going to demo each move first. First move, push-ups, either on the hands and knees or hands and toes. Now we're going to flip it over. We're coming into a bridge with a chest press. So lie down on the mat, just off the floor, head, neck, and shoulders are resting. And we're going to do a chest press right here. So take a heavier weight. I have 5, so I'm going to switch to 10. We're actually in the movement. Then we're going to come up to our feet. We're doing a deadlift with an upright row. So for deadlift, knees have a slight bend down, and then we're doing a row, chest height at the top. So we're working on the way down, shoulders on the way up. All right, are you ready to push up? 40 seconds. If you need to start on your hands and feet and then drop to your knees, that works as well. I will be doing that option. Ready? 40 seconds. Go. Good. Do as many as you can on your toes, and then drop down to your knees. Hands are wide. Core is tight. Booty is down. Push it out. We have 10 more seconds here. Good. Push it back to the child's pose. Stretch out your neck and shoulders. top of the movement, and we're lowering those weights down to chest height and up. Chest height and up. I'm not relaxing my elbows on the mat. They are just lightly kissing the floor here and then pushing up. Constant contraction in that bridge. Even tempo on the way down, even tempo on the way up, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2. Just like that. Press up at the top, lower your weights, good. You're doing awesome. All right, stand it up. Now we have that deadlift to upright row. Couple seconds here, grab a sip of water. Set it up. Grab your weight. I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. Deadlift, slight bend in the knees, and lifting up to chest height. So it's my elbows that are lifting those weights up. They are not coming higher than my elbows. Sinking down, squeeze the booty, shoulders. Row, down, gently fold down, lift back up, row. Good. Put it down. We have one more circuit. Starting with those push-ups. Stretch out your chest if you need to before we start. All right, remember, start on your toes. Drop down to your knees. Or if you need to do the whole circuit on your knees, that works as well. On your mark, get set, go. Come into push-up position, hands wide, feet wide. Lower down, push up. Don't forget to breathe. Good, I'm gonna drop down to my knees. Keep going. Over halfway through. 10 seconds here. And 1. Push back to child's pose. Catch your breath. Awesome work. Grab your weights. We have that chest press with a bridge hold. Lie down on the mat. Booty up. Weights just above your chest. And go. Start without me. I'll catch up with you. Constant contraction. And those weights are lowering right by the sides of my chest and up over my chest. Bending my elbows, gently touching the mat, pressing back up. Start to burn after doing those push-ups. This is a superset. Chest moves back to back. All right, come out of it. Come up to your feet. That deadlift to upright row. I'm going to turn sideways. You can see my deadlift. Make sure we're keeping that proper form. All right, go ahead and grab your dumbbells. Set it up. Let's go. So weights are going just along my chin. Rolling up at the top. Right back into the deadlift. And row. Don't forget strong. I'm not arching my spine. Pick a spot on the floor and stare at it. Don't crane your neck up looking at me. All right, that was circuit 2. Catch your breath. We have our finisher. 3 moves, 30 seconds each. So this is our little cardio burn. We're going to be doing skaters. So you can either do a modified version here or pop it out. I'm actually going to get my mat out of the way. It's moving on me. So one option here, tap it out or step side to side, 30 seconds. Move number 2 is going to be a squat to calf raise or a squat to jump. All right, pick the option that works for you. Move number 3 is going to be single leg runner on each leg. So 30 seconds on right, 30 seconds on left. We're gonna go in a couple minutes here. Grab a sip of water. Have about 20 seconds. All right, let me set up that timer for 30 seconds. All right, are you ready? Let's get into skaters and go. Little hops or step it out. It's just 30 seconds. Getting our heart rate up, burning extra calories. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, we have 30 seconds to catch our breath. All right, we're going again with those squat to calf raise or squat jump. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Little hop, bring up. Landing light in my toes, sinking down into that squat. I'm going to switch to my calf raise. We're still building our endurance. Just keep that momentum going and don't stop. 3, 2, time. 30 seconds rest. Walk around, don't stand still. All right, our next move is those single leg runners. 30 seconds on each leg. It doesn't matter which leg you start on. We're working both of them equally. All right, set it up. 30 seconds, run it out. So my right leg is standing stable, slight bend in my knee, tapping back with my left leg, moving my arms, keeping my heart rate up. Good. All right, we're gonna switch right, no rest. Go right to the left side. Good. Run it out. Low impact cardio, keeping the heart rate up. After this, we're into our cool down. Three, 2, 1. Oh, great work. Walk it out. Catch your breath. I'm going to bring my mat back over. How's that for 20 minutes? Full body workout and a little bit of cardio. Awesome way to end the week. Walk it around, catch your breath. All right, let's take a couple deep breaths in. Inhale. Good. Exhale, release your arms slowly. Inhale. Good, release. All right, let's just go into a little twist, a little slight torso rotation, stretching out that back. Let your arms just hang to the side. We're just slowly letting our heart rate drop before we go into our stretches. All right, if you feel ready, we're gonna come down into a catcher squat. Feet are wide, and I'm putting my elbows here, pressing out my knees. If you need to, just come into a squat here with your hands on your knees. You don't need to sink as low. All right, now we're gonna put left arm down. A little rotation. Right arm to the sky. Look back at that right arm. Stretch. Gentle twist. Both hands back to center. Alternate, left arm up, right arm to the floor. Look over that left hand. Good. Both hands to the floor. If they'll reach, if not, grab onto your elbows and just let your head hang. Stretch out your lower back. We're going to slowly roll up, articulating the spine. Head is the last thing to come up. We're going to go into a little bit of a shoulder stretch. Grab your left arm above the elbow. Gently pull. Look over that left shoulder. Should feel that stretch right here on the front of your shoulder. Which side? All right, stretch out your chest. Lace your fingers behind your back. Straighten your arms, stretch your chest. One more deep breath in. Release it. All right, you did awesome. I will see you Monday. You get 2 days of recovery. Bye-bye.